condemns many pigs to having their throats slit while they are fully conscious and suffering. Others are even scalded alive in the hair removal tanks.
Okay.
You have a heart.
I have a heart. Yeah, I have a heart.
From the moment
I like
they hatch,
bacon, so I'm
the
sorry.
industry subjects. After debeaking, the birds are moved to cages where they will spend the rest of their lives. Nearly 95% of egg-laying hens spend their lives confined
Now, see, not every
in tiny
farm is
wire
like
cages
this.
like this.
The main, like the really
Most
big
birds just shift
farm.
and listen to it?
I'm defending the
are
meat
packed
industry.
so tightly they cannot
How
Give
can
me
you
a
defend
minute.
people doing that?
I'm not defending the people who are doing these horrible things. What I'm defending is the farms that actually raise the animals correctly.
Which are very few
Now,
and far between.
Those are far and few between, but the people who are doing this, yes, they should be inspected and they need to change what they're doing. Can we continue with the video? Alright.
Spread through genetic selection, chickens and turkeys raised for meat have been bred to grow so large so quickly that many suffer crippling leg disorders, chronic joint pain, and even fatal heart attacks. Sick or injured birds often have their necks broken.
Well, they're breaking their necks so they don't suffer anymore.
Others are clubbed
They're
to
the ones
death.
to cause them to suffer.
Well, would you rather have them sit
Is
there
that
and
a humane way to kill a
Those
sick
who
bird?
live to
No,
reach
what you should
market
do
weight
is
are
grab their
thrown
head
into
and snap their neck. That's all you have to do to put a bird
There
out
are
of its...
more humane ways of killing a bird.
And they're much more expensive than just having your two hands do it. Do you know how much it costs to actually euthanize each one of these little bastards? I'm not being cruel. This is the world we live in. I have a heart. But these are chickens and pigs, and we eat them.
Imagine if that was a human. Would you treat it the same way?
No, if it was a human, that's a completely different thing.
No, it's not.
Animals are not on the same level as humans.
They're not below us. They coincide with us and they live with us in the real world. There's no reason we have no right to do these to the animals.
Well, Crystal, are you the one doing this to the animals?
No, but they're the ones
Then you don't need to feel guilty.
I don't feel guilty. I think they're disgusting, nasty little... Poor excuse for a human.
Yes. Crystal, I have seen the worst of the internet has to give me. And this, honestly, is kind of shocking, but please continue so I can see the rest. Are we going to go into cows? Or is that near the end? I'm still wondering how the investigators got all this video.
Undercover.
Okay, I was just wondering how because if people are doing this, they really wouldn't want to have cameras around.
It's undercover people. It's like the undercover people that go into the puppy houses the puppies are being treated wrong also.
Well, not every puppy mill's bad.
I've
seen PETA's videos about. There's a couple that are really bad, but
not all. I'm not saying all the meat industries are doing that, but I'm saying there are quite a few that do this.
Yeah. And
they haven't done anything about it.
Well, yeah. Well, it's because the congressmen will lose money because they have stocks invested into the farms.
Well, they may have stocks invested in farms, but they could invest in something more humane instead of...
But it's not as profitable.
Well, if they're causing these poor animals so much pain and killing them in such inhumane and horrible ways.
Crystal, I understand, but I'm just being a realist. I'm not saying that what they're doing is right. What they're doing is completely wrong. This is very, very bad behavior to raise an animal. If I had a farm... Yeah, I'm going to kill chickens and I'm going to kill cows.
Well, I get that, but
I'm not going to kill them that way.
Of doing that. Instead of just sitting there and chopping and clubbing the poor thing to death.
Well, chickens are easy. You break their neck and then you chop off their head. That's how you do.
Okay, a cow, lifting it up on a forklift.
Okay, that's
not a cow, a pig.
A pig is actually the butchering of a pig. From what I've seen on like old timey farm videos and things like that. What they would do is they would hold down the pig, or I believe they would slit its throat, and then it would run around, and then it would bleed out to death.
Okay.
That's
putting a rope around the damn pig's neck, and then lifting it up in the air.
Well, yes, the hanging of the pigs was a bit. That's a bit.
It's okay if they knock
Crystal,
the pig out.
we're going into like the 9.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's okay if you knock the pig out and then kill it, but they're killing it while the poor thing's still conscious.
Well, then they should make sure that they've knocked the pig out before they do this.
At least.
All right. Continue with the video. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, you see the jerking.
The blade have their throats slit, or
the jerking is not from them. They're probably already dead by the time the blood is pouring out. The jerking is from the muscle spasms and things like that. All right, continue. See, this is why I won't eat veal. Not veal. Yeah, veal. Veal is baby cow, right?
The majority of today's dairy
I don't
cows
eat
are
veal.
confined
I don't eat baby
on factory
animals.
farms. Some spend almost
That's-
their entire lives
I don't think it's
standing
right.
on concrete.
I don't eat lamb.
I don't eat lamb either. I mean, I'll eat goat, but I won't eat lamb.
You've eaten goat?
No, goat. It's a Jamaican food. It's really good.
I've eaten gator tail.
Gator tail is different. Gators are assholes. All gators are assholes. So killing one's not really a big.
Yeah, but they're endangered, so we gotta kind of save
Not really
some of them.
anymore. Ever since that whole Endangered Act was introduced, it's sort of just been. They've sort of exploded in population here in Florida. All right, continue with the video. I'm sorry about all the stopping.
No, it's cool. It'll give us more time.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Again, they're fish. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I used to go fishing with Grandpa. When we brought the catfish home and some of them were still alive, Grandpa would take a small mallet and smack them on the head, make sure they're dead before he did any cutting. But he would smack them on the head, make sure they were dead before he cut them.
Fishing is different than taking a swordfish and hacking its throat open while it's still
Yes, that
living.
is completely different. But what we were doing were catfish.
Yeah,
And Grandpa used to
you
smack them on the head and...
And if you didn't kill him with the smacking on the head,
Well, no,
it would be unconscious.
Well, no, Grandpa made sure they were dead. He didn't destroy their heads. They didn't mutilate them.
He just
but
made
he would
sure they were dead.
smack them on the head, make sure they were dead, so they didn't suffer from the
See?
skinning and things like that.
Grandpa was humane. These people aren't.
Oh.
Aquatic animals are also.
Are they going to
killed
go
by
into like
ocean trawler
oysters and
nets
things?
each year.
Because oysters, I don't really
Today,
think have
approximately
like.
1 in 5 fish consumed worldwide is raised in captivity. Like factory farmed animals on land, farm raised fish are crowded by the tens of thousands in small, disease and excrement ridden areas for their entire lives. When fish reach market weight, they are loaded onto tanker trucks and shipped to slaughter, where common killing methods include slow suffocation.
Yeah. Okay, that's skinning. Oh god, that fish is still alive. That's not right. You don't do that. Oh, that's a catfish too. I was just talking about those. Oh, that's not
Farmed
cool.
animals are every bit as
Make sure it's
intelligent
dead before you
curious,
fuck it up.
and capable of feeling pain and suffering as the dogs and cats so many of us know and love. If you are at all moved by this film, please do your part. Make a commitment today to explore a vegan diet. It could be one of the best decisions of your life. By withdrawing our support of this cruel and violent system, we can put our ethics on the table and make a statement for a kinder and more compassionate society for all animals. For delicious vegan recipes, nutritional information.
Yeah, you can stop the vegan stuff. Me watching this is not going to make me stop eating meat. I know what happens now. I know a bit more about some of the bad things that happen. But I still enjoy meat. I enjoy steak.
Well,
I enjoy
understandably, but there are things you can do instead of going vegan. There are things you can do.
Well, I eat more
petitions and
vegetables.
stuff.
I eat more vegetables.
Well, I understand, but there are petitions and other things that you could do and that you could get other people into.
Alright, I'm not doing
to
any of
save
that
these.
PETA crap, because PETA's insane.
Okay, I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm saying just look at this. And then
I
just
eat
think
more
about
vegetables than I do really meat. I eat mainly chicken and things like that.
it. And now you know what happens to a lot of the chickens.
I see what happens to a lot of chickens, and I feel sorry for those chickens that are abused, but not every chicken comes from a farm like that.
No, not every.
Majority
I'm
of
just saying
them,
there are
yes.
things you can do to try and stop this instead of going vegan. I mean, vegans are
Vegans are. If you want to be vegan, it's fine. Just don't try to push it on me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
I
gonna push veganism on you.
enjoy.
But I'm just saying.
You know what the messed up thing is right now?
What?
I gotta put a turkey in the oven.
That's
We
horrible.
have a turkey in the freezer that I gotta put in the oven. Oh my god, we're having
Oh my
turkey.
God.
We're having turkey tonight. That's awful.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey, wait. Do we have mashed potatoes? Like, what?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why am I?
Goodbye.
All right. Bye.
That was my brother. Anyway,
Okay, who's this video going to?
YouTube.
YouTube. That's a little. 18 minutes is a bit long for any
It's called
meat.
you cut it in half.